Hi everyone, welcome along to the grand final edition of Through the Banner for the final time in 2021. COD and Skeet joining you, talking about the biggest game in WA football history. And the question, COD, is Perth ready for Saturday night?
Absolutely, Perth is ready for Saturday night. Perth's ready for the Friday morning training session. Only 4 bays of seats that are available out of the 25,000 that were all put on up for grabs earlier on in the week. I took my son to go and buy a Melbourne flag the other day because he wants to wave something at that, even though he barracks for Essendon. There were barely any merchandise left available. They said that people have just been taking them off the shelves, really. So we were at Optus Stadium on Tuesday night for a media event. The lights were all being tested and looking absolutely amazing. Everything points to it being a great day. A great day, great night, great game.
Entertainment is ready. The weather forecast is terrific. We know it's a sellout. The question is, will it be a good game? Let's have a look at the two teams as they stand for Saturday at 5:15, the bounce. No real surprises. Melbourne going unchanged. 2 changes for the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah, Melbourne's only change is James Jordan out as the sub, but he is in the emergencies, and you would expect him to remain the sub, given he's done that role for a fair amount of time now. So Jake Melksham, Jaden Hunt and Kyle Chandler are the other 3 emergencies, so that does point to maybe Hunt could possibly come in, but you'd think that Jordan would be the 23rd man. But at the Bulldogs, geez, there's some hard luck stories here. So Alex Keith comes back from a hammy, Cody Waitman comes back from concussion. We always knew those 2 would come back in. Who goes out? Our lucky 3 are Gardner, Vandermeer and Anthony Scott, but Anthony Scott was the Medi-sub, and you would think, given he's played 21 games this year, that he would remain in that position.
Yeah, talk about hard luck stories. Gardner played 9 games this year. From a Melbourne perspective, no real surprise they've gone in unchanged, but spare a thought for Nathan Jones. Back in Victoria, he's had those twins, his partner and he together reunited, but I'm sure his heart will be breaking a bit on Saturday evening.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. When you look at the 9 Melbourne players who have played 250 games throughout their careers, there's only 3 who haven't got the opportunity to play in the grand final. James McDonald was 1, but he had a knee reconstruction and was never going to play. Robbie Flower, his career ended the year before. Nathan Jones is on the list, fit and available, just unfortunately, with 302 games. Only David Neese has played more games of footy for Melbourne, and he's captain of the club, and he's not going to be there for the biggest moment of this club in more than 50 years.
Yeah, 57-year drought they're trying to break, and of course, the last time these sides met in a grand final in 1954. The date, September 25. The date of this year's grand final, September 25. Other footy news bumping around: a new CEO at Carlton, Brian Cook, and they have a new coach, the Blues.
Michael Voss, Brownlow medalist, 3-time premiership player at Brisbane Lions, captain of the Lions, former coach of the Lions as well. Went straight into coaching initially. Never had the job as an assistant anywhere, just replaced Lee Matthews, and that was always going to be difficult for him. We saw what they did to James Hird. It didn't work out for him either. But as 5 years of coach at Brisbane, he spent 7 years at Port Adelaide now as an assistant. Goes back as a 46-year-old with 12 years of experience under his belt. I really like this move. I think that he's at the perfect time now to have a good crack at it, use all the knowledge he had as a senior coach and as an assistant to try to lift this club out of the mire.
Yes, the Blues have a new coach, and we have a new winner of the West Footy Tipping. He's sitting alongside me. COD, you're the premier of tipping, so off the back of that, we should give you the honour of giving us your selection for the grand final, a margin and a Norm Smith medalist.
Well, I'm going to go with Melbourne. I think they'll win by about 17 points, and I think Clayton Oliver will be my Norm Smith medalist. What about yourself?
I agree. I think the Demons to break the drought. It'll be terrific to see if it happens. The tears, the emotion, so much surrounds this footy club over recent times. I think they'll win by 36. I've got this feeling if they win, they'll win in a big manner. And I'm inclined to go with you, a midfielder. You've gone Oliver. I was entitled to think the same, but I might go with Petrarca. So we both think Melbourne will win. Congratulations on the footy tipping. I think I was somewhere in the top 10. That'll do me. But the Premier West tipper in 2021.
Mark McGowan on tipping.
Well, yes.
Not really. I didn't close any borders. But I'm the Premier.
About 89%. And
might be Melbourne. Premier.
Yes, you can fall in a heap next year. Let's hope that is the case.
Making no sense.
Great to have your company on Through the Banner, of course. Looking forward to your company in 2022. Hope you enjoy Grand Final Day. It's going to be a beauty. It's been a pleasure to bring you all these episodes throughout the season. And of course, you can like and subscribe at thewest.com.au.